Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I am of course your host Aaron, and today we got a special treat. We got a box that's coming in from Droppio, and guess what? There are some nice, delicious, cool looking Funko Pops inside. Let's get rolling with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. Before we start off this video, I do want to say a little bit about Droppio and what has been happening with the company as of late. Now, I will tell you this, I am not sure what the hell is actually going on. I've just heard bits and pieces from, Instagram and X and all that other shit. And apparently they are kaputs. They are no longer going to be doing NFTs. The digital stuff is donezo, and that is it. I guess Funko and Droppio aren't working with each other anymore, or there was some kind of mess that was going on there. Whatever the case may be, it is done for the foreseeable future. Meaning that I will no longer be buying NFTs from the Droppio website. Now, it does suck if they were going to come out with some One Piece or Dragon Ball Z or something like that. That would have been great collaboration, and they would have sold tons of that shit. And even though, for a couple of months prior to the last few months to the end of Droppio when they did their things, it wasn't selling out. But a couple of the sets have been. The DC ones have been selling out. The Avatars, I think, were selling out. Some of the new Star Wars ones, the Halloween ones, the April Fools. All those cool ones are getting sold out. It was basically the ones that they had large numbers of that were in the thousands, or I don't know what kind of numbers I'm making up, but I'm sure I can make up a bunch of more information that may or may not be right or wrong. So, we have a box, our final box from Droppio, and it is right here in front of me. I picked this bad boy up Friday before we went to my grandma's 95th birthday party. And yeah, we got to open this up and see what is inside because I know what I got, and you do not. Unless I talked about it in another video, and then you may, or, may not know. Who knows? So, we're going to cut this bad boy open. We're going to rip the tape because I do like the boxes, and I can reseal them. Couldn't spit that fucking word out if I was going to sell and ship out Funko Pops to another person. What's inside, you say? Let's take a look. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Ow! Trick job! I knew they were going to come in another box. No, I didn't. Anyway, that was a little, brick from the middle. I was watching a clip on YouTube. Sorry, folks. I had to throw that in. All right. So, we got 2 Funko Pops right here, and then we're going to put the box on the ground because we don't need it any longer. And the first one that we're going to pop out of here, let's take a look. Oh, I saw what it is. I saw it from the top of the box. I mean, I know what I'm getting anyway. Hey, it is Susan Strong. That's right. These are from Adventure Time. One of my favorite cartoons that was probably ever made. Now, it's not a top contender. It's not my, top 3. Regular show does beat out Adventure Time. And Smiling Friends just, I don't know, it booted whatever Adventure Times was. Because Smiling Friends is hilarious. So yeah, we have Susan Strong, and as I'm looking at Susan Strong, I'm noticing that she is not properly inside of her box. I'm going to show you on the side. See that? She's not even back against the plastic wall. I don't like it. And she doesn't even look like a Funko Pop. She looks like a figurine. Alright, I guess it's because of Susan Strong, and they couldn't do that. And I think what they did now is, I don't remember how many Susan Strongs there were, but they did something different with the counts. They actually put how many actually they produced or sold or people claimed, and they actually put the real number sticker here. Because before they were putting other stickers on there, and I don't have one behind me because I know it's a lot of One Piece and Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. They didn't come out with any of these bad boys, and I didn't think about it until now. Second one. What's inside? I wonder if it's Adventure Time. Yeah, it's Adventure Time. It's definitely Adventure. It's Adventure Time with Finn and Jake, except it ain't just Finn and Jake. It's Freddy and Proto dressed as Finn and Jake. This one is fucking cool as shit. Oh, yeah, you know what I didn't do with the Susan? Sorry, I know I'm putting them back down and shit like that. I didn't show you the back. That's what the card looked like. And here's Suze on the side. Susan on the side. Now, Susan Strong, I believe, is a human. She was grouped up with a bunch of human-looking people who had fish gills and shit like that, but I don't think Susan is a fish gill person. And let me continue with Freddy and Proto dressed as Finn and Jake. Beautiful Funko Pop. Now, in the other NFT, the first Adventure Time drop, they had something. I think it was Freddy Funko in the Jake suit. Now, I did want that Funko Pop, and it's not a lot of money online. I think it's only about like 50, 60 bucks. But I've been holding out, just like I've been holding out with the Stone Cold Steve Austin Freddy Funko John. I'll get it eventually. But this Funko Pop is really sick. Let me show you the side of it. Ba-ba-boom, bada-boom, boom, boom. And I will show you the card on the back, which is really fucking sick, too. That's really cool. I really like these two Funko Pops. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have a time to take out Finn and Jake, or Freddy and Proto. But I am going to take out Susan Strong, because it is going to piss me off until I take this out and fix this sumbitch. You already know what Droppio is probably going to get. Yes, that's right. Droppio is probably going to get one of them doo-doo-doos. Anyway, here is Susan Strong. I don't know if she's actually 4 inches as a Funko Pop. I'm telling you, it looks like a fucking figurine, like a Dragon Ball Z figurine. Check that out. It does come with a stand, even though I think Susan will stand on her own. What the hell is happening here? Alright, I'm putting Susan back in the box. Actually, I'm going to keep Susan out of the box for a second. Because I want to pull out this Funko Pop and see how tall Susan Strong is compared to Finn and Jake, Proto and Freddy. Oh, and I guess I should have mentioned, this was the digital collector. Like, you had to collect all the cards in order to get this Freddy Funko. And this one was a legendary. So this was a royalty and this was a legendary. I don't... Oh, BMO. BMO is the grail, and BMO's going for like $400 or $500 right now. So, if you have a BMO, hold on to that bad boy. Alright, let's check this bad boy out now. Oh, I really hope the NFTs actually all go up in price, because I have a few from the first collections, from like the Flintstones and Jetsons. And I can use a little redemption. Oh my god, like, look at this. Actually, it might be 4 inches. Alright, maybe not. So here's Finn, or Freddy dressed as Finn. And here's Proto, dressed as Jake. Looks pretty cool. Got his Finn sword. I also have a Finn sword. You know, oh my god, my elbow almost went right through that thing, and I would have been so sad. I do have an Adventure Time outfit. I got the hat, I got the bag, I got the sword. I got it all, baby. I got it all. I got the blue shirt, I got the blue pants. I got the whole ensemble. One day I will dress up as Finn for all of you guys. But yes, like I was saying, if I push them back here, all different sizes, folks. These are not the same size at all. Fibbed, a lie, it ain't 4 inches. I don't know, but I know what I need to do. I gotta give these some bitches an up, her down. So, Droppio, you know, I don't really know what to say about that, but I will say, Susan Strong, you look cool, even though you're an action figure, it looks pretty decent. It doesn't look like a Funko Pop, though. I'm gonna give you an up, that's right, you are getting an up. And then we got, what is this? Jake and Finn, Freddy and Proto, you two are also getting an up. That's right, an up. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me with 8 Minutes with Aaron. I will see you next time. We're going to more stuff, more things, and of course, more of me. I'll see y'all later. Bye.